I'm a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose. Alabama, here comes a heat.
Cornelius Bennett.
Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Satisfied? If you are not hungry, you need to check yourself.
Hey, what papers you got? You gotta go get it and go out.
Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity. Right now, you gotta make today count.
Roll Tide, family, Roll Tide. Apostle, how's everybody doing? This November the 7th, 2023. I am your man, Roll Tide and Rise Up. Welcome to Bam Dam. We are the Horsemen. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I felt like I was going to sneeze. Anyway, we got a great show lined up for you guys tonight, and we're going to go ahead and get it started. I'm going to start off with getting my good friend, Mr. William Brown, on in here. Reverend Feelgood, come on in, sir.
I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against and make his ass quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO as a team. That's what people know us as.
Roll Tide.
Live from Bam Dam Sports, man. It must be Tuesday night. Here we are.
Here we are, baby. Tuesday night. That's right. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing good, man. I'm feeling good. I got this stuff here. I'm on this shit tonight. So I'm still on the even wheels.
All righty, then.
My second glass.
Okay. All right. Okay. And, next we're going to go get Big Brother Spencer.
Yes, sir.
Come on in, sir.
All right.
I like the people remember me being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling as the season.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Just in case y'all didn't catch it, we are Bam Dam, a damn Alabama family, and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother. How's everybody doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Doing fine,
Good,
thanks,
man.
sir.
All right, man. Looking for a good show tonight. But as per usual, before we get started, it's always pertinent that we do these dedications, and I will turn it over to my big brother, Spencer. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you for the honor, sir.
Right.
It is my great honor to dedicate tonight's show to Merritt Austin Edison, Sr., born April 25th, 1897, passed away August 14th, 1955. He was known as Red Mike. He was a Major General in the United States Marine Corps. He was the first president of the Marine Corps War Memorial Foundation and the first commissioner of the Vermont Department of Public Safety. At the time, Colonel Edson, after enduring over 24 hours of relentless Japanese assault, the resilient men of the 1st Marine Raider Battalion understood that they were bracing for another night of fierce attacks, with only 830 Marines preparing to confront a force of more than 2,500 enemy attackers. The situation didn't look good. It was in this crucial moment that Colonel Merritt got up on a grenade box and addressed his men. And he said, "You men have done a great job, and I have just one more thing to ask of you. Hold out just one more night. I know we've been without sleep for a long time, but we expect another attack from them tonight, and they will be coming through here. I have every reason to believe that we will have reliefs here for all of us in the morning." The Marines rallied behind him, granting him that additional night, and they delivered more than the Japanese could withstand. As he bravely led and inspired his men on the battlefield that night, the ground they fought over would come to be known as Edison Ridge. And sir, for your service, for your leadership, and for everything you've done for our country, and actually for the 800 men that you saved, we at Bam Down Sports want to salute you, sir. Salute. You are not forgotten, sir.
Right. And man, that picture, the picture you had up of him, he looked like a no-nonsense type of guy. He didn't look mean in the picture, but he looked like the type of dude that, listen, you don't get on the bad side.
He's a Marine. He is a Marine.
Yes, sir. So
Paris Island shit.
Once again, for all you've done, sacrifices, we truly do salute you and thank you, and your family members and everyone else. So, William, you want to expand on it?
That's another amazing one there, Spencer, brother. And I want to salute you too, man, for getting these up, man. Sure do.
Sure.
So,
More than welcome.
appreciate it, man. I mean, to go out there and command these guys, and these guys follow just automatically, just follow and know the peril that they're going through, and there's some that ain't gonna make it, but there's a bunch that are, and we got them to thank for that. So that's all I can say, man. That's
830 against 2,500.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
There's a will. They say, well, there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's it.
Wow. Okay. Well, you guys, we got a good show coming up tonight. I see the MA has already been cued. So
that's my fault.
No, that's good. It's cute.
There, man. It's good.
It's better to have it up than not to have it up, but forget about it. But anyway, we're coming off this nice win against those LSU Tigers. LSU Tigers down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, And we all excited, everybody's excited. As everybody know, but if you didn't know, you'll know tonight. I didn't watch the game as it was happening. I turned the channel to something else. I turned my social media off. I turned my phone off. I got a call later on from Nick Saban Jr. I got a call from Kangaroo Black after everything said done. You all right, man? I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to fix y'all. So it was just my way of helping the team pull out a W, So y'all can thank me later, okay? All right. But anyway, we are high off of this win, and what a good win it was, a great win. But as the title said, not so fast. Not so fast. We still have some football left to be played. We still have Kentucky to be played. We still have Chattanooga. No matter what think about Chattanooga, we still have Auburn, and we have to go in and beat Kentucky to make it to really seal the deal for us going to the SEC championship to represent the West, to lock the West down. Because by chance we slip up some kind of way and lose this game, and Ole Miss wins out or whatever, they will be representing the West. So we like we've been saying all year, all of us fans, all of us here on the show, and many other different shows, one game at a time. One game at a time, That's how we gotta take it. Just take this game, take Kentucky serious. We're going to their field. We already know everybody hates Alabama. We know that. Even though Kentucky is considered a basketball school, they don't like us because we stole Bear Bryant from them and we came to Alabama and started a legacy in the dynasty that's been going on forever. So there's nothing more that they would rather do than beat a team, because they're sitting at 6-3 right now. So there's no chances of them making in the East. But there's nothing more they'd rather do than to knock Alabama out of contention. So let's one game at a time. William, what do you got to say about this, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to come back to that in a little bit if you don't mind. But Coach Dude said he was a 4-time combat deployed vet. So salute you too, brother. Glad you're out there fighting for us back then. So yes, sir. And on this here, LSU, that was a good win. It wasn't the best. It wasn't blowout, but it was sure a hell of a lot better than that state to the right of Alabama, their win. So yes, I'm glad of our. I mean, it was a great win to me. Great win. But yeah, we got to go to the old blue up there. We got to go up there to Kroger Field, Lexington, Kentucky, up there where the damn horses are. That does their little racing and stuff. So we're gonna go and hopefully, I hope we blow them out, but I don't see it. I mean, the way we're playing, but I mean, I believe we're going to do great. It's going to be another great win, no doubt about that. So, but yeah, I can't wait for this game to get on. And we still got statements to make, like you said. There's 3 games left. It's sad that this whole season's about over with, ain't it?
Man,
I mean, we only got 3 of a regular season. So yeah, I mean, I love seeing our boys play. Hey man, especially these games that we've been having this year. Oh hell, man, I've been impressed. So yeah, go ahead. So I'm on this shit. Go ahead.
Spencer, sir.
All right. Well, just on your part about us having to continue playing. Yes, we do. We do have Kentucky coming up. And Kentucky ain't no pushover, y'all.
Right.
They got a good defense. They got a decent offense even.
Right.
If you go up there and you take them boys light in any way, shape, or fashion, you go up there and you think you can take a night off and make stupid penalties, decide not to catch the ball, tip it around, do turnovers, you can lose that game real easy.
Right.
And the sad part about it, like we've been saying, we have to take this one game at a time, because even when we win out, there's no guarantee we're going to make it in the playoffs.
Right.
But there is a guarantee we lose one of the next 4 games we're going to play, we out.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Straight up. And there is a shot that we can be knocked out of the SEC West champion. There's a shot there too. It's mathematically possible.
Yeah.
So we have to keep working. We got to keep that hard hat on. We got to keep going. These guys got to take it one game at a time. Just get out there, and I would love to start seeing some style points. But I'll get more into that here in a little bit as I break down my different not so fast things on us. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're gonna have to do it. And the voodoo crap that happens down there, that oven place, they can pull out some shit out of their ass. Tell that right now. So you never know. You got to play every game. Let's finish this out, and then hope for some help.
Right. What you're saying that the committee, we didn't move up any rankings as far as CFP. We're still number 8, sitting right behind Oregon. Right behind Texas, then Oregon. and the 4 teams up front who haven't lost a game, right?
Right.
Rightfully so. Even though we question some of their
Wins.
games that they play, whatever the case may be, but whatever it is, what it is, and this is where we are. So we're going, as you said, we're going to need some help. Hopefully, Penn State come in and put up a good game and kind of upset Michigan, and ruffle some feathers there. And I think Oregon still has to play Oregon State, which is playing some good football. And Oregon going to USC. I know USC is down. They fired their defensive coordinator, Alex Grinch. And but the funny thing happens sometimes, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but when interim coaches kind of step in, or teams kind of get up to play for the interim coach sometimes. I don't know. They kind of have like a luck type of deal on their hand. The team kind of rallies behind that coach or whatever, and so I don't know. USC may upset Oregon. I'm not saying they're going to, but it would be great if they did. Washington, I do see Washington losing the game, maybe 2. But we just have to see how it all play out. We know that Ohio State and Michigan has to play each other. That'll be the last game of the season for them two. So one of those two is going to be at least a one-loss team at this point. So I don't know. I'm just like I said, one game at a time. We got to go in and play solid. We can't go in and play sloppy, like Spencer said. We can't go in thinking that everything is good and ungodly penalties and all this stuff. We can't afford that right now. We're not in the position to be able to do that. We don't have that luxury. So, Spencer, I want to hit on some of the things that you have going on.
Let me kind of break it down a little bit. Granted, this was a great win. I will not deny that. It's a great win. It's actually the best game as a whole we've played this year.
Right.
I saw a lot of improvement. Now, we still got a long way to go because that definitely was not a full 60-minute game, y'all. Y'all can think what you want, but it wasn't. And one thing that y'all got to also remember, we did what we're supposed to do against a team that their whole defensive backfield was depleted. They had no experience. They're all playing freshmen. We're supposed to do that. So don't get, that's what I'm saying, not so fast. Don't think we did such a great job. It's ours now, because look what we did it against. We did not do it to a top defense. We didn't do it. We did what we were supposed to, but we didn't do it to the best one. You got your hand up over there, William?
Yes, sir.
Go for it.
You're probably right on our defense, but our defense against their offense shut them down when they was averaging 46 or 48 points a game.
Second half, though, not the first half.
Okay. But we still did it, though.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah. So I guess that's the difference in the defenses between us two. So
yeah, true. I mean, that I won't deny. And I'm going to say it right here to everybody. Jalen Daniels, I hope you get better soon, sir. You're one hell of a quarterback. I knew you was, but after watching you, you carried that whole team on your back.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you. And that was a clean damn hit. And I'm going to talk about that later too. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. All right. So we done determined that we did good, but we should have because we played them. Now let's talk about the plays on our offense that if they had went the other way, this game might have turned out different. I mean, let's talk about some the wide open overthrow pass that would have been a touchdown that he was running. He overthrew it wide open, standing there. Overthrew him. We can't be doing that. All right. Let's talk about our goal line stance there. we lined up. I guess I call it the buddy formation, what I call it anyway, where Milrose's behind there, got two backs back there, and they're going everybody's going to push him across that 1 yard. And right at the end, when everybody thought that he's going straight forward, and Milrose side, he saw a hole, he's going to turn over here. And our great Jam Miller hit him in the back. I mean, because he turned to go through that hole, and they hit. Well, he could have easily knocked that ball out. That could have been a fumble right there. They could have got the ball back right then and there. We could not have wouldn't had that touchdown. Just that's how close. That's how close. There was two that I remember where Jalen threw some good deep balls, but he threw it in double coverage. And if them guys had any experience, them should have been picked off. So there's a lot of improvement we still got to do. So don't think that we got this perfectly oiled machine that's going to finish everything out. That's why we're saying not so fast, y'all. Got to pay attention to the small details. You got to look at it. Proctor did a better job. I was proud of Proctor. Yeah. He did a better job. Granted, we put help over there, but he still did a better job. One more, then I'm going to turn it over to Rise Up to discuss anything he wants to off all this I'm throwing out there. And then I got the one play where, Lord have mercy, I don't understand it. It was third and 10, I think it was. We did we loaded up the left-hand side, and we did a sweep, quarterback keeper run, and all of a sudden I'm seeing our boy, what's his name? Burton. He's in the backfield on that side behind the end, and they snap the ball. Everybody else is running, hitting blocks, getting open, and he's just standing there.
Damn.
Looking, and he walks up a little bit, and Milroe, was it Milroe or was it J-Law? Anyway, who had the ball actually ran into him and went across because he's just standing there. We can't have shit like that, y'all. That's a mental breakdown. We can't have that. Go ahead, Rise Up.
No, I'm with you on that, Spencer. We are in this coming to week 11, right? This week is week 11. They will be facing Kentucky, and a lot of the small things. What's that term they use? Attention to detail. Attention to detail. You got to have attention to detail, man. You have to pay attention to detail. Every little thing matters, right? What you got going on there, William?
I'm sorry.
I don't know what he's got going on there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm only scared. Go ahead.
Well, we're going into Kentucky, man, and like you said, they have a defense. They have a defense. Now, I know a lot of BAMA fans are going to say, well, Georgia went in and put up, what Georgia put on the 52? Something like that. How many Georgia put up on 52 points, And they did. But any given Saturday is a different day, right?
Yep.
So we can't base what Georgia did to what we are going to do, or what Tennessee did, or whoever did. We had to go in with a game plan of our own. We had to go in playing sound discipline football, because they have a running back, y'all. They have a running back that can run the ball. Now Leary, the quarterback, he's been okay. He's not been great, but we just got to make sure we are focused, pay attention to the details, and I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm hoping for against Tennessee, against LSU, and against Ole Miss. The three high scoring teams that we played that known for putting up points. We held those three teams, or we beat those three teams, by 14 points each. Each team is 14 points. And I think we're 10.5 going into Kentucky is where they have us at the present moment. I don't know what it'll be. I don't have a prediction myself. but I'm thinking that we should do 14 or better to keep ourselves looking good, to keep chugging along. William, I mean, what are your thoughts, sir?
Well, I was just thinking on what all's been said already, and what I was thinking of. Y'all know what litmus paper is, right? It
Right?
tells you dip it into something, and it tells you whether it's acidic or whatever, or if it's base. And according to that, the CFP, this football playoff bullshit there that they got. Georgia, I mean, state. I said I wasn't going to do that. State to the right, Alabama. They're supposed to be the litmus paper that we should be judged against. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see where they are that. They're not the standard, never was, never will be, because they don't have it, man.
They're the champions, though. That's
Okay.
that's the key.
Okay, but who do they play against though?
It don't matter.
Still undefeated.
To
Still
me,
undefeated, brother.
They're
To me,
two-time champions.
I don't care.
That's all that matters. That's the only thing that
Okay.
matters.
How many was what was the ratings on that whenever they was watching that? How many did it drop off there? How many people dropped off that was watching that game?
I don't know the ratings. I didn't check that, but
Okay.
in it,
I don't
it's
tell
like
you
a
that.
boxing. You gotta look at it like a boxing match. If you're going up against a champ, you gotta knock him out. If you go the distance with the champ, you're gonna lose that fight. So you got the Georgia up, the two-time national champions right now. And I know that they haven't played the best of schedules. You know, we can laugh. But listen, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for Georgia. The schedules are made 4 or 5 years ago. Now you can talk about the Middle Tennessee or whoever they play. But they have no say in the East. If Tennessee is bad, if Vanderbilt is bad, if Florida is bad, South Carolina bad, then that's not their fault. Like the same thing if Alabama was the champions, right? And everybody in the West sucked. If LSU sucked, A&M sucked, Arkansas sucked, Ole Miss sucked, Mississippi State sucked, Auburn sucked. Everybody be like, everybody in the West sucked. That ain't Bama's fault. They ain't got a shit to do with me. I'm playing the SEC opponent. That's all that matters. We play Vanderbilt, the SEC opponent. We all know we're gonna kill them, but the SEC opponent. So with Georgia being two-time champions, undefeated, 26, 27 games or something like that, it don't matter if they beat so-and-so by 9 points or whatever the case may be. They undefeated. That's what it comes down to. It really, truly, that's what it comes down to. So, I mean, I know it's history. Bama is this, we have this, and it. But at the present time, Georgia are the champions. And until somebody beat them, they're the champions.
I got to rebut a little bit to this TR. I'm just going to call it TR in the chat. I don't want to say his name. Okay, you played 4 ranked teams, correct? And so did we. But now, what rank were those teams at that time that you played? And what rank was ours that we played? Let's see it. Roll down tag. Go ahead. I'm on the shit.
What you got?
Well, I agree with you totally on that. I mean, they had no choice who they played.
Right.
They handled business. I mean, that much as I hate it, it's facts. Right. And it gives me something to gripe and talk about, but it's facts.
Right.
They're two-time champions, undefeated. So until they get knocked off that mountain, it is what it is. Right. I mean, matter of fact, with that being said, I'm going to give it up for two-time. I don't know if he's in here tonight or not. Two-time manned up, and he made a statement on another show. He said that Georgia cannot claim dominance until they beat Bama head-to-head. They can win all this other, but as long as championships we've got, As long as we were dominant, they can't claim that one until they beat us head to head.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, I have to agree with him on that one.
Right.
I like the 2-time. He youngest guy. He ain't, he doesn't here talking crazy, just, off his
Well,
soapbox.
I mean, Tommy Reed, he likes cutting up, carrying on. I mean, he's a Georgia fan. He likes talking, cutting up.
Yeah.
One more right here, right quick. I like to put a big shout out because I hope they travel well. But I got to give it up to the Bama fans again. In this game, man, they come in, they showed out again. Back-to-back games. I'm impressed. That's something I've been begging for, praying for, and y'all did it. So if any of y'all like to travel and do the same thing, it would be highly appreciated. But I want to thank y'all. Y'all did an awesome job. Thank you.
Linda P was there.
Yep.
Linda P was at the game. And I know it's a home game, but she is traveling from Georgia to Alabama to be a participant. So Linda P.
Oh,
salute.
okay. Yeah. Salute. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So
she's faithful.
What else you got, Spencer? I see you got
another not so fast moment. Actually, there's two of them. Our Mr. Automatic Will Riker.
Yeah.
Only missed one, but he missed two. The only two he attempted. Missed them both. So I don't know what LSU's got on him. Whew. I hope he shakes that off real quick. Because I'm sorry, we're going to need that foot also. I mean, that's 6 points we left on the field right there. Just saying. I mean, what y'all think about Mr. Will there?
William, I'm letting you go first on this one.
All righty then. You can't win them all. You can't. But and I know he feels bad. I know he's coming back to make a statement. And whenever you miss two in the same game, I might have felt pretty low. But I hope the teammates got around him there, man, and said, "Hey, man, it's okay. Just continue on, persevere. It's not about if the snail didn't persevere, he would never got on the ark, man. But he did. Yeah, he might have been the last one on, but the snail got on there, didn't he?
Yep.
So he missed two. Okay, but that don't mean get off the horse and it's done. No, he's gonna keep coming back. I got faith in him. So
that's true.
Like what William said, it happens, you miss some. I'm blaming Gary Danielson. That's what I blame. It's all his damn fault. It's all his fault. Because until that point, he started talking about him not missing and all this stuff, then he going doggone miss. So Gary Danielson, it's all on you. That's what I got to say about
That's for him. That's for him.
But I didn't say that to give up on Mr. Will. I said that to say anything could happen on any given Saturday.
That's right.
So we can't just expect we're going to walk in and win. That's my point. Things can happen that normally don't happen.
Exactly.
That will cost you a game if you're not on top of your game.
Exactly.
You don't do your film study. You don't hit the weight room. You don't hydrate properly. It's, there's all them little factors come out at game time. And this being an early game, Lord, the guys don't like getting up as it is.
I'm glad you.
There's a lot of things lining up here.
Early games, we know that Alabama just is not we're not early game people. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know the old myth, but it just seems to fall in line that we don't have the best games when we play those type of early games. But I have faith and confidence that Nick Saban gonna have these guys ready to go. They know what's at stake. He knows what's at stake, and everything's in front of them. So, guys, get you some sleep. They like saving time or fall like whatever the hell we just hit last weekend. It still got me messed up right now. So, get your sleep, get your rest, get up, and be ready to roll. Come 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. So, yeah, that early game, Lord have mercy. I don't like him. But anyway,
I imagine that's on Espen, ain't it? Being early, you would think so.
I guess I don't even know, William.
I don't either.
So I got a question for you guys before we roll on. Would that get like I was kind of saying backstage before we came on? Would that game be in there? Because there's a lot of schools. If you look at the schedule, to be determined for this coming Saturday, right? To be determined. Do you think that this rap horse? That's what I'm saying.
ESPN.
ESPN, William. But do you think there's rat poison? Because generally the early game, unless you out with the early games, or for the games that nobody really care about, oh, they're gonna go and run through. There's gonna be an easy cakewalk type of deal. That's generally the early games that they, you playing early game is us playing Middle Tennessee State or Kent State or Arkansas State. This is Kentucky. We're not playing some scrub team that just got together yesterday. It's still Kentucky, and they're having a decent. They're 6-3. They're having a decent season, and I don't want this to be rat poison for our guys. I really don't, and for our fan base either. So
I think that's what they're thinking it is, because they think we ought to be able to run right over them. Which, okay, right now Kentucky's unranked, but they were earlier in the season, so I don't know why they think that that it's should be a walkover. I mean, if we don't show up and play as a titleist, not so fast, man. If you don't come out there and ball out, you can lose. It don't matter who you playing. Hell, we could have lost to damn fucking Murfreesboro, MTSU. We could have lost that one if we didn't play.
Right.
So there that is. Yeah, rat poison, yeah.
Okay. We'll pass it back over to Spencer. What else you got on there? On your pad?
Well, now I'm going to start on the upward trend. I was picking on my poor guys. They did do a good game, but I just want to bring it to everybody's attention that we were not perfect. So get that out of your mind. And if any of the guys will listen, please get back to work because you need to. You're improving. Appreciate the hard work, but you got ways to go, brother. I'm sorry. You do. All of you. All right. But one of the things I want to talk about is on our defense. Our first half, we wasn't that efficient. We went with a heavier package up front, and our guys were getting a good drive on their offensive line, but they was pushing them right past the quarterback, opening up lanes for him to run. Mm-hmm. So we're in man-to-man. The guys got their back towards the line. We get this big open hose opening, and Daniel's just going right through him. And he's down the field a ways before anybody turns around and, sees him.
Right.
So that was one of the things, our adjustments we did at halftime. We brought in some smaller packages up front, and kept our lanes, our rushing lanes. But I will have to give it up to our secondary. This is the best offense we're going to face. Great receivers, great quarterback. The man can drop dimes. Right. He don't get shook. I mean, I thought they played a magnificent full game. So, I mean, I've got to give it up to our defense and our secondary. But you still need improvement, though. Still need improvement. To leave a man wide open right there, bust that coverage again. Anyway, got to get better on that one. The other thing I want to brag about is K-Law and Rodell. They both showed out.
Yes, sir.
I was proud of them, and even Linda P was talking about what K-Law was going to do, and he did it. So, I mean, what's y'all's thoughts about that?
Listen, William, I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I'm reading this shit over here. I probably should be paying attention to these things. Okay, yeah.
Kendrick Law, it's just a show. Don't worry about it, brother. Get your pillow kicked back. It's all right.
Well, I'm proud of our guys over there. Keep trying to keep this TR straight over there. Y'all keep him straight on that shit there, because he's saying 180 and we're saying 219 passings for our guys. So y'all keep him straight, all right? AT, and y'all keep him. Yeah. So yeah. I think we did a great job. Our defense was on top of everything, and I loved it. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Would you then? Law, man, listen, those guys came in, him and Roydell, and man, Roydell was running like a man possessed, man. That
Yeah.
man was running like a man on fire, man. I loved every minute of it. And I hope we can mix some of that in this come Saturday. Keep feeding him, get Kendra Law in some more packages. I don't know. I want to say that maybe because we had a lot of questions, right? Maybe this was all by design. They didn't open up the playbook as much as they did until they felt that Miro was a little bit more comfortable
True.
with what was going on, and now we're starting to see different things, and maybe Saban didn't want show his hand, and I don't think he showed the whole hand yet, but I like what I saw with Rodell, and I like what I saw with Kendra Black, and we need to keep him, put them in the mix, get them going with this game, especially when we go to Auburn, because that's Voodoo Central down there. We really need to get the run game going. Listen, we laugh at Auburn all the time, but Auburn has a pretty decent defense. They don't have offensive for crap, but they have a pretty decent defense. So let's not forget about that. And even with the offense not having, they're going to pull some tricks out the hat for us. They're gonna pull some tricks out the hat. I know that's 3 games away, but yeah, I love what I saw with Roydell and Mr. Kendrick Law. We should have had him in the game earlier from the early.
Yes.
You should have been utilizing his talents earlier. And like Linda P said, call the law. That's what I like
And we
that.
already and we already know about the guys that has a first name Amari, so we already know what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Amari not black there, so yeah. We've already had Amari with our team there, so
Yep.
before Cooper.
All right. Before I get into the quarterback play,
Mm-hmm.
let me ask y'all this: whichever one you want to take it on, was Dallas hit a clean hit in y'all's opinion?
You want to go first? You want me to go first, Lee?
I can. I mean, roughing the passer, yes. Targeting, no. That wasn't enough to take him out of the game for that. No. I mean, because it was too around in this area, and then whenever he raised up, whenever the helmet came off, I guess. So that's roughing the passer. I don't even did his helmet even come off? I don't know if it did or not. I know it was right around in this area, but no, I don't consider that targeting. And plus the crown, it was face right into there. It might have been face mask into there, but I don't believe it was face mask to face mask. If it was, it's very little, very little. So roughing, yes. Targeting, no.
Right.
That's my
I personally think they're not letting these boys play. I don't think you got all kinds of people, all kinds of different channels and podcasts and everything saying that he's a dirty player and Saban is sanctioning this type of stuff, and that's not the case, man. The guy was in full speed, right? He threw
Yeah.
the ball and he was already here. So when he hit him, it's kind of if you go back and look at the replay, when he hit him, Jaden Daniels' head kind of came down, and that's when the helmet
Right.
kind of collided, if you will say. No, it's not targeting. He was kind of high, but it wasn't intentional. I'll say I'm gonna go with William. I'll say roughing the passer. Okay, I'll give him that. But it wasn't intentional and it wasn't targeting. That's my take on it.
Right.
Yeah, well,
In
I'm going to
football,
take it.
football.
I'm going to take it this way. It was neither.
Mhm.
Because if they're going to change that, they're going to start all the way back down Pee Wee football, start teaching them boys how to tackle again. Because you're taught a proper tackle is to put your face mask, face up, see what you're hitting, and put it in the chest.
Right.
Wrap up.
Right.
That's what you're taught. And then it just gets more on you, more on you. Junior high, high school, get in the you're hitting and blocking tackling dummies constantly. That's
Right.
what you're being taught to do. And he did the picture perfect tackle. He
Right.
was rushing him and he went straight in, put his helmet on his chest. Granted, when his head went down, the very top of his face mask touched the bottom of his.
Right.
Granted, but still was picture perfect, and his momentum as he was driving him, like he's taught to do,
Right.
with an arm around him, yes, drove him in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you're taught to do your whole football career. So if they're going to change that, they better start a whole lot younger. Start bringing that back up because that was picture perfect. How I take it.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Spencer. You know, we so soft, man. Everything is so iffy and wishy washy. You know, it's. I hate to say this term, but they're softening up the game. They're softening up the game. Icebox, you popped in. You want to say something?
Well, for the last 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years, they've been taking away from the defense, making it soft, and now they're starting to let them play. And I love it, and people are not used to it, and they're slow to come around to it. But as far as Dallas Turner goes, that was a clean hit. Jaden Daniels has been running out and slip sliding everybody all freaking night long. And that gum Dallas Turner's got to lock in and put the pit bull bite on it and wouldn't let go. Good job.
Herm Edwards, you play to win the game.
Right. You do. Listen, ain't nobody go for anybody's knees or ankles or try to take somebody out. It was a hit, man. If I don't like it, then maybe you need to watch like a non-contact sport, tennis or water polo. Or
that's another thing. There's only certain places you can go low with. I mean, you can't go too far low because they call that. Well, they used to call it clipping or whatever. It's a low hit or something. I don't know. What are you supposed to do? Not even hit them? Let's play sarcastic ball. Let's do a little balloon there, and then when the balloon's in the air, let's go hug each other. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh, and real quick, let me answer Tommy Reed right there. No, sir. I was taught in junior high. They had us out there in front of a sled. All of us linemen, everybody was out there. We had to get on our knees, and we had to fire our face mask and right underneath the T of the pads on the sled and wrap. And we had to make that sled move or we couldn't get up. And then the next group would get in. This was everyday practice, brother. You know, that's how we were taught. Anyway. All right, now then, let me get into the quarterbacks. Oh, go ahead, rise up.
I was just going to say it all changed when they start giving everybody participation trophy. That's all I want. They start making you wear helmet and knee pads to ride a bike, then everything went down here from there. Go ahead.
Well, I want to give actually on this quick topic real quick. I do want to give a little respect to Coach Kelly for not making Daniels come back in the game when there's a chance that his noodles was kind of still rolling.
Yeah.
I do have a little bit more respect for him for not doing that because some of the coaches would have made that quarterback go right back out there. Right. You know, so I will have to give. I had that written down. I had to give him little kudos for that. Now, as far as our quarterback play, KB said something that I loved it on his show. He called Jalen Milroe JM4. Let's start calling him JM4. I love it. I mean, I just love that. But with talking about JM4, do you think that this game, when he went head to head with what everybody was calling the front runner for the Heisman Trophy, do you think this impressed people enough to at least get him in a conversation of showing up? I mean, look at their numbers. Milroe had 15 for 23 for 219. Daniels was 15 or 24 for 219. Milroe ran 20 times for 155 yards. Daniels ran 11 times for 163. Milroe had 4 TDs. Daniels had 0 rushing. Just saying.
I don't know. If it don't get them talking about it, it'll get them to looking. I think they'll be looking at the next game and like, okay, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Good point. Good point.
You know, so I think it'll get them to looking his way as before they wasn't looking his way at all. So, you know, that's how I think it'll go that way.
I think those are factors. I think those are factors you have to look at. You know, you got stats there, Spencer. So, you know, they ought to be able to look at that, and you know, at least in like Roll Tide said, it should be in the talking anyway. At least a good hard look anyway. But I don't know who else they got on that they've already got picked to be there. I don't know. Don't really care. I don't really care for the trophy myself, but. Y'all go ahead. Now, I mean, y'all probably do, but not me because it's an individual type trophy. It's not for the team itself. But y'all already know my feelings on that. So
right.
Yes. I mean, I'm proud for anybody that can get it if they, you know. But it's not team participation, you know. So go ahead.
You know, to be honest with you, without the team,
right,
they wouldn't be there anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At least your offensive line and your receivers, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Even if you play like the LSU, you're playing for a second defense, you know, but you got to give your receivers and everybody else the credit as well. So, you know, but it's all good. Nobody really picked yet, William. People in talk, you know, they got Bo Nix and Daniels and the guy from Washington, Michael Penix, and it's another. I can't think of. Ohio State quarterback has been named, I think. You know, so but you know,
Stroud. Oh, he's already gone though, ain't he? That's another guy.
Yeah, Stroud. Yeah. Stroud is playing for the Houston Texans, maybe.
Yeah.
What else you got, Spencer?
Okay, well, just a question for y'all on this one. Do you think that LSU's game plan against us was to make Milroe or LSJM4 beat us with his feet because they thought he was hurt? They're believing the talking heads.
You know what? It may be because if you think about it, it kind of looks that way.
Yep.
Well, they took a bad gamble. Well, they did.
I appreciate that gamble.
You know, that was a bad gamble, man. Spencer, I didn't think about it until you just said that.
Well, look at the defensive lineup. 2 safeties deep. There's playing them. You know,
I didn't
there's daring us to run. And then it was closing down the middle, daring him to run outside.
Right. And he did.
And he did. And he did it again.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
You see that, William?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is my bottom line on this, and then we go to our last words. Is the bottom line is the defense controlled the clock for 11 minutes the second half. And even if Daniels wouldn't have got in, their defense wasn't going to be able to stop us from scoring again, and he didn't have enough time to make up the deficit.
Right.
So even if it had been in the game, that was our game. That was our game.
Right.
That's just the bottom line.
I agree 100%. You know, because I saw a lot of people, and not only LSU fans, but a lot of other different fan bases. Because, like I said, everybody hates Alabama.
Yep.
You know, everybody hates us, and they was like, well, you know, if Daniels didn't go out, there would have been 2 more scores. He would at least score 2 more times. First of all, how do you know that? That's my how do you know that? You guarantee me that this guy's going to score 2 more times. You can't guarantee that. And then who said if they score, we don't go down and score. So come on.
Right.
use common sense and stop speaking with your doggone emotion. People speak with emotion and just kind of go off, And with that being said, I'm gonna say hats off to Daniels again because that guy is, man.
He's a real deal.
That dude, man. He's so elusive, and you leave a hole up like you said, he's gone, and he's gonna get 20, 30 yards out of it easily. So I hope he's okay and he can come back and finish out the rest of the season this year. Because I think this is his last year, so he will be going into the NFL draft. But yeah, man, that guy, hats off to him, man. Hats off to him. I'm glad we don't have to face him again.
You ain't lying.
I'm going to be honest and say it. I'm glad we don't have to face him again. Woo! Anyway, so we're about here, man. 56 minutes, 57 minutes in. Guess we'll go around the room within the last thoughts of the night. And I'm going to start. William, you've been kind of quiet tonight, William.
Well, I was going to comment on that other, but you went to this. So. But I mean,
go ahead. Well, come in. What you gonna say?
Well, I mean, even with Daniels going out, their quarterback still couldn't get any more points on us, neither. So kudos to our defense for holding him. Evidently, he's good enough to play something. I guess I don't know. But our defense stepped up and done their job all night long, man.
Right.
I mean, we held them to 28 points all game. 28. That's it.
Right.
Where they've been putting up 40
right.
on average. Okay, 40 something.
Right. I mean, that guy's a good quarterback. He's just not Jaden Daniels. That's all. But he's a great quarterback. That backup.
Right.
So.
But yeah, my last words is, hey, not so fast. We still got some more damn teams to beat. I mean, sure, I don't think they're ranked, but that can change, from week to week. That can change, and if we're not careful, we can still get beat by these, even though they're unranked.
Right.
And I mentioned something earlier to y'all. I mean, about Kurt Derby, what are you gonna call him there down there to the right of Alabama? He come on there. And you can't blow out air scores and stuff, and okay, but still, we got 14 against your number 9 against not a blowouts. That's right, but we still beat you. And why the hell are you fucking number 2? And we can still do that. Okay, but anyway, it's not so fast. We still got teams to play and some ass whippings to give out. So yes, we're going up to Kentucky. It's going to be a good game, and I'm ready for it. Roll damn tide. Let's go.
Okay. Spence?
I just want to remind everybody, because I have been sharing our link over to different Alabama fan groups on Facebook. So I just like to bring up again for everybody, please, if you get a chance, check out Nick Saban's sports TV show. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. You get a chance, please go there and subscribe to the man, please. Watch his show. It has great content. Hit the like button. Please do. And you got Rags of Fitness. Please go help a brother out. He does outstanding job. We have KB, Kangaroo Black. If you hadn't heard from him by now, you're not Alabama fans. All I can say about that one. And then here on us, we're just getting started. If you would come in here and tap our app, we like getting our app tapped. Just go ahead and do it. And, when you're in here tapping our app, just hit that little like button with your thumb. I'd appreciate it.
That's right. And don't forget, this Thursday night, you got William Bryan and Alabama Tide coming on at 7 Central, 8 Eastern with their show. We have the Pick'em Show on Saturdays. And on Sunday, we have Barbershop Talk with Van Edwards, which is turning out to be a very, very, very good show. I'm really liking this show. Kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm really enjoying this show. So, so tune into those shows. And my last words for the night would be not so fast. You know, not so fast. We still have 3 games to go, and we have to play each one. We want to play and win convincingly. We want to play solid football
One at
because
a time.
one at a time, because we know everybody's against us. So we have to do everything that we can to build our resume up. So if we make it to the SEC championship game and we play whoever comes out the East, and it's looking like it's going to be Georgia, and we win that convincingly, then that leaves really not much doubt or not much reason for them to leave us out of the playoffs. And especially, you had your hand up, you're going to say something.
Yeah, I just want to ask if you would let everybody know what the famous Bear Bryant said to everybody. Give them a little inspiration.
Yeah. Go ahead, Icebox.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here